A long day. Just having a beer. Almost done with the first one. I think I deserve it. Wasn't able to get a shower today. I don't know if lines froze up or something, but the hot water won't come out. The cold water will. And when you turn it on, it only comes out of the shower head. And a little sore. So let's see here. Fuck. So, yeah. First beer's kicking in. I don't normally drink beer. Makes me sleepy. Which is kind of why I wanted it. So, where I left off before. Let's get all that shit out of the way, right? God damn. So I moved to Madison with Kristen. She's my third wife, but we didn't actually legally get married. And we got the ring, set it all up, whatever. So I moved to Madison. She got two wonderful kids, Jasmine and Wyatt, and each one has a little bit of their own caveats. Wyatt is a little slow, but he's the happiest kid in the world, and the girls in his class just love him. He's just so fun to be around. It's just awesome. And Jasmine, she's a firecracker, and anything that, like, if there was one thing in the room, one fucking speck hidden on the ceiling that if you touch it you're gonna die, fucking she's gonna be on that shit every minute, every day. Like, any disease, anything that's going around and nobody get, she'll get it. Like poison ivy, and there ain't no poison ivy for 10 blocks. Where'd you find that? There's this one piece, like, it's growing in the middle of a bush somewhere hidden. She'll find that shit. Oh man. And Kristen, she was the sweetest, quietest, most just, I don't know, just sweet. I don't know, crazy. Which is interesting in the story. So I get to Madison, and obviously we waited a while to meet the kids, you know, just doing it right. And then I get a job doing lawn care, and I don't know, I think I told the snippet before, but this is part of the one story. So, the boss was like, well, I'll move you up to the spray crew here in a couple months, and make $15 an hour, or 17, whatever. It's a cake job. Just go to the next yard, spray it down. Fucking cake work. Couple months. I just need you to do the landscaping crew for a little while. I'm like, well, I was in a car accident. Fucked up neck, I can't be doing wheelbarrows around 200-pound rocks like a lot and shit like that, But yeah, I can do about anything. So it's only a little while. All right. He's like, all right, $10 an hour. All right, whatever. So start, and about 2 weeks in, maybe not even, I'm working with a guy named Frank. He's the only black guy. And he's like, hey, Josh, how much you making? I mean, I'm just curious. I'm like, I'm making $10 an hour. What are you making? He's like, you know what? I'm making $10 an hour too. That's fucking funny. These motherfuckers must be racist. And that's funny. He said that to me. Yeah, I'll say it right here. It's like, if you heard me, if you know my story, yeah, I'm a nigga. Okay? Yeah, I mean, shit. Ain't nobody gone through this kind of shit just fucking straight through. I'm cool. Okay. So, anyway, he's like, you know what? They hired me. I was in the newspaper. They're hiring everybody on at $12 an hour. I'm like, No fucking shit. They hate blacks. God damn it. Well, Travis come like, and then so they're like, "What, you do bonsai?" And I'm like, "Yeah." How about you want to do the bushes and trim trees at his back? I'm like, "All right, I'll try it out." I won't do some little shit, but I did all kind of stuff. Sure, I'll try it out. So, um, I do his bank. Next day, banker calls. Boss says, "Who the fuck did the bushes?" He said, "Why? They're terrible." No, I ain't never seen nothing like this. This is fucking awesome, dude. He had a raise. He's doing all our bushes. We got like 5 other banks. Motherfucker didn't give me a raise. He put me in harder and harder and harder shit. Like, okay, there's a house. You need 5 extensions to get the fucking treetops of the fucking Amazon rainforest. I'm like, God damn, I got a bad neck. So what the fuck? I ain't gonna get a raise. Holy shit. I guess I am black. 2 months in, he hires this college girl to do the spray crew. Starts around 15. She lasts like 2 weeks, and she's gone. And doesn't ever promote me. Well, I don't know why I left that job or what happened there. Oh, this, I don't make a lot of mistakes, but this is a fucking good one. So I come in one day, and I'm just like, fuck. Oh, and they had us out there doing working like 12, 14-hour days. It's 100 degrees out there. The boss is just like, drop us off like, I see it's 6 hours. I'm gonna go get some supplies. Yeah, right, motherfucker. You're be like sitting and fucking smoking a joint 2 blocks away talking to your girlfriend, motherfucker. We're out there, we're like running out of water and shit. We're getting sunburnt, dehydrated, like heat stroke and shit. No, they don't give a fuck about us. And the boss is all like, and then he's all promising, well, if you stick around to the winter crew, I'll give you a supervisor position. You just drive the guys around and they can shovel. I'm thinking, yeah, fuck it, right. Like I'm gonna trust your ass. Like you ain't never said nothing that's true yet. And you're the boss? Like you should be my kid. And you got kids? Holy shit. Well, anyway, and this is the golden child of the owner of the business. Anyway, I guess people like stupid guys that are, I don't know, to be the bosses. Because then the guy at top can be like, okay, I got this guy, and he thinks he's something, and so then he can run the little guys around, and then he's gonna tell on himself and them, and then I got a good cushion, right? Yeah, okay. Anyway, and so the one day I come in, I got stone forward. It's like, fuck this place. It's just gonna be a nightmare. I don't even want to go in here. This sucks. Like, they got me doing uh like all these rock beds, like day after day after day after day of crawling on the ground, digging little trenches and shit, and putting it in the plastic, and doing 40 wheelbarrows of fucking rock. I'm like, this is a place that's gonna fucking kill me for $10 an hour. Holy shit! I'll go to McDonald's. Shit, no way. You're fucking out of your mind. And so I came in Stone one day, and he's like, okay, you gotta go to Sioux Falls or whatever and do some more rock beds. I got paid before I come in. It was like, fuck this place. And then I go fill up the truck, right? And they have 2 different kinds of trucks. I fucking put, I don't remember, diesel in the gas truck or gas in the diesel truck. I get 3 miles out of town and fucker dies. And I quit the next day. I'm like, oops, sorry. That's one of the only fucking times, and I didn't mean to. I mean, shit, God did it. It's karma, bitch. It's not like it cost him anything. I mean, I guess he gets what he deserves, and he can think I'm an asshole or whatever the rest of his life. Anyway, so that was fun. I got my landscaping experience in there. Get my ass beat some more. Like a nigga. And Frank left about the same time too. I don't think he got a raise in that 3 months either. So then, I started working in this vet clinic, right? And I'm like, and that's where I found out, holy shit, I got animal magnetism. Like, I've had animals before, whatever, and animals like me. But I found, holy shit, like animals like me. Like they see me and they're like, holy shit, I'm not invisible. Nobody's ever seen me like this before. I'm here? Oh. People like their dogs or cats or whatever, they're a fucking weasel. Like they're like, this motherfucker goes crazy. You give him a bath and he's got fleas. So it's just like, and they're like, okay, here you go. Here's a cage. And they're like, I take him to the back. I'm like, it's okay. I'll open the door. And then I'm giving the motherfucker a bath. It's just like sweet like candy. And they're like, no. They're like, I come out and they're like, holy shit, you're still alive? Yeah, he's a cupcake. I don't know what your problem is. Huh, that's weird. And the doctor and the doctors and the 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 assistants above me that could administer medicines or whatever, that got trained and shit, they're all like, man, we hate this guy. And I'm just the piss on, $10 an hour. Deal with all the hard shit again. Doing everybody's dirty work when they just go to the office. And I check the person out, the pet out, talk, get all the information and everything, and then they go in and pretend like they're in charge. And I'm best friends with these people already, and their animal. And then they're like, oh well, so then I think, and I'm like thinking, I'm listening to this, and I know a lot about medical, and I'm thinking, oh man, this doctor doesn't know what they're talking about. Oh my God, these people are gonna pay twice what it's gonna cost. Fuck, everybody's crazy. And I worked there about 3 months, maybe no, I think it's 8 months. It slows down, right? And it starts getting to be winter or whatever. And all of a sudden they're like, hey Josh, since it's slow, why don't you go move all the big fridges and the counters and take all the bags of dog food and move them off to the side, clean behind every fucking thing in this whole fucking place and make it brand new. I got files stacked up this high. I ain't filed the paperwork in 3-4 years. He's ain't even got file folders. Like you go in their office, it's just like fuck. Like I can't imagine what your house looks like. You're a doctor? What the fuck? Oh, I don't get it. Well, what's wrong with people? Okay, that's fine. I'll do it. I mean, you're paying me. As soon as I get done with every fucking thing in that whole motherfucking place, then I come in on a Friday and finish the job. And she's like, oh, hey, Josh, can you come here a second? All right, well, we're letting you go. But for Tigger and Sophia, oh, actually, that was the next place. Because I worked 2 vet clinics. So I was like a year and a half of that experience. The first place kind of went the same way. Like, it just like, damn, they gave me all the shittiest jobs in the world. And they just come in and go, okay, well, I don't know. Let's do some x-rays. It'll be $150. Here, you try some of these pills. There's another $50. And then the exams, another $50. And then the people will be back in 2 weeks going, that didn't work. Yeah, we didn't find anything on the x-rays. And then just draining people. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, God damn, these people went to school? Fuck, a child's gonna figure this shit out. Okay. And then, so I mean, Tigger, Sophia, and the second one, she's Tigger was injured when I got her, and I nursed her back to health. Which she was brought to that vet clinic, and they kept her in a cage in the back with the dogs, and she just meow, 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 or like literally 24 hours a day, and she's scared of the dogs and got to stare at them the whole time, and they barely even looked at her, and they're like, the Humane Society's gonna come get her or whatever. It's like 2 weeks. I'm like, Fuck, just give her to me. Fuck, if she's gonna die, then she can die in my house. I can't believe you motherfuckers. I mean, I didn't say it like that, 'cause, well, I don't talk to people like that. I mean, but that's what I'm saying now. You take her home, fucking 2 weeks, she's good as new. All she needed was the healing hands and somebody pay attention to her. But then we got her x-rays and stuff. She had a bent tail and stuff, and she recovered, full recovery. And I got them fixed and declawed in the front. And it was like $300. So then this check, she's like, we forgave the $300. Yeah, since we'll fucking rip it off fucking millions of dollars every 2 years, out of this neighborhood for nothing. I mean, shit, I could run this clinic for a quarter, which you guys do. Shit. I mean, oh, and that very day, I'm doing some shit right before this. And this is funny. Dick, her husband, is at the counter, right? Talking to a farmer. And literally, right in front of customers and everybody, talking about black people saying, oh yeah, the fucking niggers and the niggers and the niggers. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? This dude is respecting this town. And then the guy in front of him was like, I don't know, how have you seen talking to him? I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, we're both like this. And I'm like, okay. So, yeah, there's a lot of problems around this motherfucker. Damn. Well, then at the end of the day, then she's, nigga number one. Okay. Yeah, we forgave you for the $300, and here's 2 weeks your paycheck. We're letting you go. Like 6 months later, I'm at the post office, and she comes in and doesn't see that I'm standing there writing something, walks right by me, and at the counter, the postal worker lady is like, "Oh, how's it going, Anna? You found anybody for that position yet?" "No, I haven't yet. I haven't found anybody decent. It's been about 6 months. The last one was pretty good. He lasted about 8 months." And she turns around, and there I am. And she's just like, "Hi, how's it going, Anna?" Yeah. I mean, okay, big rig. Go ahead. Go ahead. Okay. I mean, whatever. You do you. Fire me for no reason. After I fucking did everything better than her and her husband for pennies. Because all the customers were coming in saying, "You got to keep this guy. This guy's the best fucking person I've ever ran into at a vet clinic. Like, he knows the animals. He knows what he's talking about. Like, they're just like raving about me, and they're freaking get tired of me. They're like, and I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just being like, hey, what's your name? This and that. Oh, hey, hey, Scrappy, And Scrappy's like, I'm like, oh, Scrappy doesn't like anybody. Yeah, well, I don't know. Well, so, one after another, 3 jobs there, same kind of shit. The boss, and everybody's got my jizz on their face and don't like it. I don't know what to say. I mean, right. Just being myself. I mean, just taking care of business. Go do this. Okay, I'll do it. Next person goes, who the fuck does that? That is amazing. Yeah, just the guy in the back. Don't go back there. Won't get her. Then, right after that, all of a sudden, or during that time, like me and Chris and the family are all getting all settled in, right? We've been together like a year and a half. Things start getting fucking weird all of a sudden. Every time. Every Wednesday. Exactly. And every Saturday. Exactly. Like she got it marked on the calendar. Like after 2-3 weeks, I'm like, it's Wednesday. Why are you starting to fight with me? It's Saturday. Why are you starting to fight with me? Well, you said something about, and now I'm insecure. I'm like, what the fuck? That was 20 years ago. That was a story that had nothing to do with what you're bringing up. What? What? I don't get what's going on. What's going through here? What's going on with you? I didn't want to start a fight in front of kids to make it like, oh, see, you're treating me bad. Oh, it's about, and the kids are just like, oh, I don't know what's going on, but we got to stick by our mom, you know. Yeah, that works. Me and the kids are having a fucking great time. I'm like crawling in the bushes with Jasmine, just playing pretend like we're both 7 years old, you know. Just, I didn't have a childhood. It's easy. I mean, shit. That's what I'm missing. Me and Wyatt playing video games together. I don't like playing video games with people. Me and Wyatt, we had a good fucking time. And I had one, like, 150 cards of Magic that I'd been holding on to for like 15 years since somebody got me into the game. And then they borrowed me some cards. We played like 5-6 rounds, you know, nights of games. They never played again, kind of shit. And Wyatt saw those. And it turned into every Saturday night. Then all four of us would sit around and play Magic cards, you know, a real fucking family. And I made like 30 fucking amazing decks for us over time. So and they were specific. Like we had an angel deck, we had a fucking snake deck, we had 2 or 3 different dragon decks, a couple like crazy, like, okay, this one's all spells and this one's all, but I made them all so they were like very specific at the same time as they're, when you make a specific deck like that, you know, if you were going to like, I don't know, like a group gathering or whatever, somebody would be able to beat you pretty easy, you know, unless it came out a certain way. But since they were all made like that, and we had 2 kids, and you know, and it's anybody's game, and we got to explain the rules sometimes, you know, it was equal as hell. And it was just fun. And it came to be where yeah, we had a fucking huge box, like, you know, 1,000 some card, you know, dollars worth of Magic cards at least. And it's fucking fun. It's the best time of my life. Just playing games with kids and the wife. Not a bunch of dudes. It's all about competing. It's, hey, I'm a beach kid. You know, it's just fucking, I don't get that, you know? Who fucking cares? We're having a good time. It's way funner with kids. Anyway, so then, yeah, she wants to fight all the time. I'm like, what the fuck? Everything's going so fucking good. Other than my jobs, but fuck. There's nobody that can please them. And this is like a drool running out of their mouth. And then they feel like they're taking care of somebody, you know, that's of lower IQ than them. Or somebody that wants to work hard, you know. Just get lazy. So then, her other ex, she has one ex that she moved to Oregon with, and as soon as she got pregnant, she comes home and finds him with another dude having sex in the living room. That was when I fixed his tire on the side of the road on my birthday. They would be at her mom's house every Saturday and just sit there, watch TV. Just watch TV. Nothing. No conversation. And why did I have to go over there? And why did I just sit next to him? They just sit there. You look over. Fine, dude. Just watch TV. That's the relationship. And then the other one, this is like this. She just picked the 2 opposite most motherfuckers in the entire planet. This dude is like 6'6" easy. His head's like this big. His muscles are 3 times the size of mine. This motherfucker is 300 pounds. He'd fucking whoop Arnold Schwarzenegger's ass. Like, I'm serious. Fucking scary. The biggest dude I've ever seen. I'm pretty sure. In real life. Definitely. And he's a native. He gets free money from the government. He works at a dairy and makes like $20 an hour. His wife stays home, gets money from the government, plus does a temporary housing for kids off the reservation and makes money off of them. And on top of it, he steals the tax money off of Jasmine for the first 7 years of her life. I'm like, what the fuck? You're a single mom. You've been doing this for 7 years. You ain't fucking done nothing about it? No, I'm scared for him. Holy shit. Well, this ain't gonna happen. I don't give a fuck about the money. No. What kind of dad does that? What kind of man does that? Who fucking does that? Nobody. Duh. No. So we get there. We go to drop her off. And he didn't even ever come look at me or come to my side of the door. He always wears these shades. They when he walks out, then they go dark. So, what is he, the Terminator or some shit? No, I'm the motherfucking Terminator. All of them, especially number 3, melting through shit. And John Connor and Sarah Connor too, with the helicopter. Fuck that. And I ain't got to try to be a badass. Who the fuck tries to be a badass? Somebody that's insecure. Which, that's fine. I don't want to beef. Who the fuck fights? Somebody that's fucking needs something to prove? Well, it says you're weak. If you have to prove something, then it says you're insecure. So you need to hurt somebody to feel good about yourself? What the fuck is wrong with you? Why don't you go fucking punch yourself in the face till you're done? And be like, yeah, oh shit, I fucked myself up good. Damn. Fuck, I'm tough now. That's the only way I know how to do it. Well, anyway, so he comes to the car and opens the door on our side. I said, hey, taxes are coming up. You need to let Kristen claim Jasmine. That's not right, okay? And he just instantly, he shuts the door on Jasmine's side. Fuck, could have caught her arm in it or nothing, and anything. It was like, he's just like, boom, slams it. Comes around my side, tries to rip the door open. I guess I had my arm on the side smoking a cigarette, and I pushed the lockdown on accident. About rips the door off. I run on the window. I said, what the fuck are you going to do? You're going to beat my ass right in front of your kids and after you're stealing their money and prove you're a man? Just do it. And he walked away. He didn't say a fucking word. It's like, yeah, what? Fuck. There's nothing to fight about. Right? Easy stuff. So then after she gets the tax money, right? Then all of a sudden, with this fighting every Wednesday and every Saturday, whatever the fuck's going on. And she's like, hey, I need you. I think that you should go sow your oats and explore the world. I'm like, what the fuck? I want a family. We're doing this right now. This is right. This is all I want. What the fuck are you smoking? She's like, I'm gonna get you a converted bus. Yeah, I think you should do that. You should do the tiny home thing. What the fuck? This crazy shit. Is everybody fucking possessed by a demon or some shit? I'm serious. Every motherfucker I meet everywhere. There's like 2 of them. And the demon's 90% there all the time. And there's just this thin layer of glass that just goes around all the time. That nobody's there. And yeah, I'm good. I don't know. It's fucking weird. So, it's not like I can argue. And funny thing is, the lease is up May 1st. This happens several times. The lease is up May 1st. So then she looks online. We look online. She's like, there's one, in Sioux City, Iowa. She look at it. I look at it. I'm like, it looks like it's all right. I guess if this is what I'm doing, you're going to buy it with the money I got for you for the $30,000 for the next 10 years of her life. But for the family that is going great, what the fuck are you throwing me out on a bus and starting these fights with me all the time for? This is crazy shit. This doesn't even make sense. And so then I go to my old job at the hotel. And I walk in and I'm like, oh, hey, Praful, the owner, and the manager, Dan. And Dan's like, oh, hey, Josh, it's good to see you again. And I'm like, hey, I'm going to buy this converted bus, And Praful right away is like, oh, hey, you can work here over the summer and you work on it. I'm like, okay. Well, I guess I don't have to ask. Yeah, that's your idea? All right, I'll go get the bus. So we drive down, we get the bus. It looks like it's all right. It looks decent. And we're pulling it out of there. About hit a car, because I never drove no fucking bus. It was bad power steering from 1973, 74, Bluebird and shit. We get it up here, well, up to Madison, and I park it, go sell. I've been collecting all these collector coins, whatever, in my second marriage. Like I had all the war nickels and silver. I like had every penny for the last 100 years. I had like I didn't have that much gold, but I had like lots of silver bars, silver. I had about I don't know $5,000, $10,000 worth. I don't know. Just it wasn't about the money. It's just a hobby. So I go sell all that shit. I get I think it was my last tattoo. These flames, which, by the way, that's not what this picture I sent you. And it was in black and white. The fuck? Nobody can read a goddamn picture? What the fuck is wrong with everybody? Nobody can follow directions? Come on. I gotta pay you $300 to do absolutely nothing that I told you to, and you're the professional. Again. So, now I'm moving this fucking bus. And 2 weeks in, living at the hotel, she moves back in with her mom, with the kids. Instead of having the great family we had, I don't know. I just saw the money and I beat her bully by just saying, hey, give the tax money to the daughter that deserves it and quit stealing your own daughter's tax money, the single mama shit. So she had that. She didn't need me. To run home to mom. Well, 2 weeks in at the hotel, I find out why Perfool wanted me to work so bad. And it just like, it's like clockwork. Like everybody's setting me up for some shit. Dan leaves, moves to like Florida or some shit. And there's no employees in the whole hotel. I'm it. And I'm imprisoned with this bus out back that needs like a whole shitload of work. Me and my 2 cats. No, I actually had 3 at the time. I still had Gemma. The 2 I got for the kids. That now I'm stuck with them. Gemma, the girl before, picked him up. It's like, God damn, everybody gets all these pets, but they would go off, they want the money and they want the kids to use for to manipulate people. But then, they just bring in things that, oh yeah, oh, well, this will make Josh happy. So I'm gonna leave him with this, and that'll be his problem. And so I balanced the books. Basically, I used everything and got to get away, and now I have another story I can make up. I'm like, what the hell? So I'm working there for the whole summer. There's no employees. I'm doing laundry, and like everything in a hotel. There's 34 rooms in this hotel. I'm running this motherfucker all by myself, imprisoned, with nowhere to go. I'm trying to work on this bus. It pays me $2,000 a month to run the whole motherfucking thing. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with the world? Like seriously, every single motherfucker I meet. It doesn't matter how good they are. As soon as we get like linked up, then they're like, this is the next person I'm gonna kill. I'm like, shit. Please God. It's gotta get better than this. Then he brings in eventually his family, 2 adults and 2 kids from India. The parents can't speak a lick of English, but it has them doing the laundry. So I don't have, or doing the rooms, and I still do laundry. I live there, but I live in the bus. I just have a room to take a shower in because the cats can't come in. And I teach them how to drive and get them their driver's license. Only the youngest son can speak good English because he's been in America the longest. So he's a translator for everything. He's like a freshman in high school. Get along with him pretty well. Then I was like, and right after I started, they'd only got a D rating before. and there's hardly any business. Almost like immediately that I became the manager, man, that motherfucker was packed. All summer, all summer's packed. He made more money than he ever made any of the months prior. They did a rating on the place. It was 97%, the best rating he ever had. And I'm doing this motherfucker all by myself for pennies. And with nowhere to go. I can't even leave the business. 24 hours a day. He's like, well, I'll come by on Thursday, 2, 3 weeks down at 11 o'clock and let you relieve you for a couple of hours. You can go get some groceries or some shit. Okay. I'm living on TV dinners and shit. Like, and he's living in a mansion. And everybody thinks he's the greatest guy in the world. Mm. Comes 11 o'clock every time. Never shows up. I'm like, God damn, he has one fucking job. I'm ranking him 3 times that this place has ever brought in. You got a 5-star rating now. Like, what the fuck? You ain't paying me nothing. I'm doing everything. I'm fucking babysitting his family, teaching him how to drive, teaching him English. Like, God, what the fuck? Seriously? You show up like 5 p.m. or something, you know, and so then I go get a beer, go get a meal at the restaurant, go get another fucking 2 weeks of TV dinners or some shit, cat food, and then move on, you know, the whole summer. That was the easy part of it. But winter's coming up, so like I had to get this bus. It had no insulation. They had somebody that, like, the people who own this bus, it went around like people at a machine shop. One guy bought it and thought, yeah, I'm gonna make a converted bus. Is those tiny house shows or whatever. And it's like, oh, okay. So then the one guy guts it, and then he finds some problems he doesn't want to get into, and he's like, hey, Frank, you want to buy the bus? You know, you're good at electrical. Okay, I'll buy the bus. And so they trade to the next guy, and the next guy does some electrical, but he only does this part of the electrical and sets up like a good fuse box and a generator and this and that. And then the guy's like, I don't know. Hey, Bill, you want to buy the bus? You're good at woodworking. Why don't you just build a kitchen? Okay, so they hand it off to the next guy. The next guy does like a good kitchen or whatever and sets all this stuff up. But then, like, under the hood and the basic parts of the bus, like, they didn't insulate the floor, the walls. All the lines were still like 50 years old, and like the brake lines and shit all corroded, and like they didn't take care of the basics. I'm surprised it made it there, because the next time I tried to move it, the brakes were gone. And I needed a master cylinder, and I couldn't find one in a junkyard in the fucking country. So it drove that one time. That's a miracle. Like angels were carrying the bus, like 200 miles. And then, okay, Josh got it there. And it's never going to start again. Oh. Hey. What are you doing? Stop, please. So I like put like 3, 4 layers of different. Stop. Hey. Quick. You know that's the one thing I don't like you doing. She's got to attack the curtains and rip the tacks out. The cat attacks the tacks. I need to get her some shit to do. Anyway. But the floor's rotted out, and they just put like the styrofoam stuff in it. It doesn't do nothing. Like the wind just goes on that bus straight through the bus. In the winter, I found out. Like I had up to 3 propane heaters in there, and like it would be like 80 degrees to like here, and then it would be like 50 down to like 30 degrees. My feet would be literally frozen on the floor, and I'd be sweating from here up. It's just terrible. It was like the what's that movie where the guy dies in the bus? Yeah, it was worse than that in some ways. It was better and worse. And I was in town. Well, um, and here's another caveat. So I worked on the generator a little bit, and then all of a sudden it stopped working before winter. So I didn't have a generator all winter. I'm like, oh my God, this is terrible. But I moved it over to a spot where I could plug it in. But I had to plug in, I could only charge the battery, and the LED lights inside would run for like a week of nights. So once a week, I'd have to plug it in to turn on the lights. But I had an electric heater to begin with. But every Wednesday, the Swans guy would show up and unplug me in the middle of the night and plug in his thing. So I'd wake up and it'd be like 50 degrees in there. And then I had this curse with the propane heaters where they would just, like, you sit there and click, 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 click. I'm like, what the fuck is brand new? It's full of gas. What the fuck? It's just cursed. Everything about that bus. And so, the end of summer, he finally gets his sister and her husband to come with their 2 kids and manage the place. So then he drops my wages down to about nothing, which they weren't that great to begin with for all the work I did and all the money I made him. And he, right around the time, he's mowing and kicks up a rock and puts it through the window of my $100 car, the back windshield. And one of the guests tells me they saw it happen. And I tell him about it. And this guy, I guess he's totally, and he keeps everything in. Everybody thinks he's a nice guy. 1 second flat. I did not know. I'm like, holy fuck. This one's got a fucking demon in him too. I'm like, shit. Crazy. I'm like, well, they saw you do it. I mean, do it. And he's like, I'm just too fucking nice. Just paid me like $200-300, and then I sold to some guys there for a couple $300 more that were just staying there for a month or so. And then I took out a loan through him to get another car, the last car I had. And as soon as that loan was paid off, Christmas Eve, he cut my wages down to $20 a week. That was my Christmas present. Yeah, motherfuckers. What the fuck? Is nobody actually decent in this world? Like, you could save their life. You could hand them a fucking bank vault full of gold, and the moment you turn around, they're gonna stab you in the back, even if they had to give you 1 coin. A month later, a month and a half, something like that, they cut my wages down to 10 hours. I don't have enough money to survive each month. I'm literally starving to death. All I have is time sitting in that bus all day, freezing to death. I can't buy propane. I'm just starving. Right in civilization, right in town. Got nobody in the whole fucking town I could count on. I swear all these motherfuckers paid off. I swear to God. And then, so I go to the next door because there's a machine shop that makes signs, ironically, out of letters. Yeah. And I'm a letter code guy. Okay, whatever. Out of heavy metals. Yeah, Saturn. And I go over there and I beg the lady. I'm like, just please. I promise. I can do anything. Just give me a job. I'm fucking gonna die in a store. Like, seriously. It's not like you can't find me. I don't have anywhere else to be. She's like, I don't know. Okay. So I start working there. 2 days in, all of a sudden, they're like, oh, he's making money at next door. He's got a job. Oh my God. Well, we gotta fuck some shit up for him or something. They call me over and they're like, well, we have to leave town. It's really important. And so you're not gonna be able to go to work tomorrow. I'm like, what? I've only worked there 3 fucking days. That's pretty rude. You haven't needed me for fucking 2 weeks. And now, as soon as I'm making good money next door, now you're gonna fuck it up for me right away? The fuck is wrong with you people? I thought you guys were sweet. It's just a mask or something's going on. There's some kind of conspiracy with you people. I don't know. Every one of them motherfuckers is scary. Well, so a little side part here. So this weird thing. So um, over the summer, like since I'm working all these hours, whatever, somebody started giving me some Adderall. So hey, I'm working 24 hours a day, doing everybody's job all the time. It's fine. Yeah. And but come around that time in the winter, um, like I started getting all these weird messages and visions, weird shit. Who knows? Maybe it's the government. Either way, it's strange. And I call a friend over, and we smoke a bowl or whatever and talk, and I'm like, I had this weird, like I'm getting these weird messages about Jesus. I ain't never really cared too much about that stuff. Like, I've studied all the religions, and specifically something like the Bible is the first one I started looking into when I was in college. I'm like, there's some shit in this. This one doesn't make sense. All the other books, they make sense. This book is the only one that doesn't make sense. But this is the one that everybody uses. I don't know about this Jesus guy shit. I don't know. That's the last thing I care about. And now I'm getting these fucking weird messages and visions. And I'm like, I don't know. Okay. And something about walking on water. And I'm like, what? And then when Obi's there, I'm like, hey, water on water. Like, that's like Aquarius, right? Aquarius used to be the first sign of the zodiac, but they keep moving shit on everybody and changing the calendars and everything. And so, some weird shit going on. The more you dig into things, the more you find that everything's a lie. But why are they lying? What's it really about? What's up? And then so I'm like, hey, since you haven't done this in a while, let's have a couple drinks and smoke a bowl and let's do a divination, just see what it says. So I throw the coins, bam. I'm like, oh, I got this one time. This is the worst fucking sign in this whole I Ching book. I got it right before I married my first wife. And it's called Constant Pitfalls. Fuck, this sounds like, and looking at the sign, it's water on water. I'm like, I just fucking told you that. That's fucking weird, huh? And you know who Aquarius is? Who? It's Ea. Who's Ea? The original fucking god of all gods, the very first god in all of history. From the Anunnaki. There's supposed to be an alien that came here. That's weird shit, huh? Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Damn. Where you get all this stuff outside? I don't know. It just comes to me. I don't know. I don't know what it's about, but that's all I got. Because everybody's fucking crazy and doing me wrong. And then on my own, then I get handed like the encyclopedia of the universe and nobody knows what the fuck's going on. And everything just lines up one thing after another. Like I'm the only one that can tell the story. But then, fuck, I ain't got no support anywhere to even fucking breathe. It's weird. I hate it. Would that be cool? If we could stream? I don't know how to do that. You left your email? I don't remember that. It didn't notify me. If you send it to darkvesper at gmail.com, then I'll hit you back. Yeah. It's cool. I'd love to. I'd like to link up with people. Well, so then right after that, and I'm sitting there one night right after that, and I'm like thinking, walk on water, fucking be in a cave for 3 days, all this shit. It doesn't make any fucking sense. The only way The only way I can even imagine. And how does water walk on water? Ice. Okay. The fuck you trying to tell me, God? The only way I can stay for wait for 3 days is ice. God's weird. What the fuck is this Jesus shit? They're walking on water. What the fuck is coming in on the radio? Angel radio, I call it at the time. And so I'm like, okay, that's weird. Seems like God wants me to fucking sit for 3 days in the dark. This dumb. I don't know. Everybody's beating me up, taking all my money. I don't know. I'm trapped. Okay. Well, so then, like, I started a metal factory, and they said that this is like a couple days later. They said they had to go to town. She calls me 2 hours later and goes and crying. She's like, oh, we're not gonna be back for like 3 days. So and so, you met him. He got hit by a snowplow and he's dead. I'm like, oh fuck, that's terrible. All right, well, I guess I'll watch your front desk for another fucking 3 days. I'll call my other job and tell them that I'm stuck here now. And I'm walking down the hallway. The place is like fucking The Shining. There ain't nobody in there. There's a blizzard outside and shit. There's a fucking bag of dope in the middle of the hallway. And literally I picked it up. What the fuck? God? What the fuck? Are you shitting me? Like, how's this gonna solve any fucking problems? So I'm like, okay. Well, I got fucking 3 days of cleaning, nothing to do here. So I smoke a little bit, you know, but I'm like, this ain't gonna work. Fucking now the phone's gonna ring, like, yeah, this ain't 3 days in the cave. I don't know. Whatever, okay. They come back, they see me high, and I'm just like, whatever. You guys can't even fucking follow your own rules. I mean, shit. Whatever. Well, about a week or two later, since all of a sudden now I'm on dope, because fucking, I don't know what the fuck I'm being set up into all the way through this shit. I'm all working, laser cutting this huge thing of steel or whatever, and I put it in the wrong program, and it cut it wrong, and I just fucking break down. I'm fucking literally bawling. I'm like, ah! And the boss, she takes me in the separate office. I'm just like, I don't know. Like, this is what's happening. It's terrible. I don't know. I need a vacation. I don't know. You can fire me. I don't care. I'm just fucking breaking down. Oh, you know, why am I in this situation? And then I go back over to the hotel and I go take a shower, right? I swear, there's fucking conspiracy. I walk over there, walk in my room, fucking the shower's taken apart. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I go to the front desk. I'm like, Rupel, why is my shower taken apart? Well, Pravul came in, he needed to do something. And I'm like, it was working fine when I left this morning. Well, he tried to call you, but you didn't answer, so he went to India for 2 weeks. What the fuck are you shit? What the fuck are you on? Like, seriously, right now, like, are you shit-shitting me? And like, I don't remember I walked away for a bit or came back, but I literally came to her and I'm like, I'm going on a 2-week vacation, and yes, I'm gonna be doing drugs, and yes, I'm gonna commit suicide, and if I don't, I'll be back in 2 weeks. Stay the fuck away from me and my bus and leave me the fuck alone. I went to that bus and literally said to myself, either God's gonna fucking show up and tell me what the fuck is wrong with all these people on this planet, or I'm gonna sit here till I fucking die, because I cannot stand these motherfuckers anywhere, and I've done nothing wrong to anybody. I stripped down to like this in my underwear, and turned off all the heat. I fucking didn't have any water. I made sure the cats had food, and I sat there and did absolutely nothing. I said, okay, fine. This is all I'm touching. Fucking kill me or bring me to the fucking light. 2 days later, who knows what happened those 2 days? About nothing. Probably just me arguing in my head about how shitty my life was and pulling up all the memories of, God damn, that motherfucker, that motherfucker fucked me over. God damn, man. Just getting it all out. And thank you, Jess. I know it does. Yeah, I'm natural, like just pure light. But I guess that's why I had to spend so much time in the dark. I've gone under probably 500 times and faced my shadow. So I'm king there too. You know, you gotta be balanced. But I don't take it out on people. I hate darkness. I mean, people that are negative and hurtful and stuff like that. So then this funny thing happens. So then there's a blizzard, right? It's like 20, 30 below out. And then, I don't know, the sun was shining that day and there was a bunch of snow on the bus. It started leaking through the air conditioner. And I stand up and I'm like, the floor's wet. Holy shit. Fucking, what the fuck is this joke? Look, I'm walking on water. This is dumb. It's fucking dumb. Okay. So I just sit back down. I'm just like, all right, I'm not dead yet. Until I'm dead or whatever, God shows up. I ain't believing this shit. There ain't nothing out there that I want if this is going to keep happening to me for the rest of my life. Another day goes by. I left on a Sunday. That's in a song too. On 3/11 or whatever. 3/13, come something like that. On Wednesday, I think it was. I stand up and walk into the kitchen, which is not very long. In the middle of the converted bus, I'm pacing back and forth. It's like, why am I here? Why am I here? Why am I here? I'm in panic mode. Why am I here? I sit and I lean up against the mini fridge, up against my butt, and I end up having like, because I bought them for Dan and some others. Right before I moved in the bus, I bought like 3 or 4 like little figurine idol kind of things of like 3 or 4 Indian gods, deities, before I knew much about them. And I gave Dan one of them, but then I think I had Brahma and Saraswati, and maybe another one. Oh, and I think another one was like a Buddha that I'd gotten when I was like a teenager, maybe. And then they got me. When the housekeepers went to India over Christmas, they're like, "Hey, you want us to get you anything from India?" I'm like, And out of the blue, I don't know why. I didn't know much about them. I said, I want a Durga Ma, like poster or figurine or something. I don't know. She seems like cool, and she's like a paladin, right? And she's like the light. They come back. They bring me a Kali Ma. Actually, I'll get it for you. It's one of the most important moments of my life. In retrospect, it's taken years to fully absorb it and to see why naturally I wanted Durga Ma. I only found that out in the last 6 months. Durga Maya, yeah, the only deity that they hid and made all of the others out of as the light version of they all worship Kali. Here's my golden. Let's see. Hey, the light's too bright. Kali Ma. Got one guy's head 100 times around her neck and holding one up, catching all his blood, and same one on the ground. And the ground's covered in demons' bodies and blood everywhere. Everyone's dead, except for maybe her husband. And she goes, oops, killed my husband. Well, so this is behind me. And I said, oh yeah, I want to go home and see Dad. And then I went to the highest, most heaven. It's an amazing 30 seconds or whatever. Makes sense out of everything else in the world in retrospect. And then, not going to tell you exactly what I saw. I mean, I've told it in pieces, but I'm not going to tell it all right now. Because, it'd be good if anybody else experienced it on their own. I guess you got to get to that point. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'm the only person that's ever experienced that exact thing. It's hard to say. Who knows? The government put it on my head. I don't know. Anyway, it's very important in my life. I opened my eyes and I laughed. I said, Lucifer? That's what I thought when I saw Jesus. Oh, okay. And then I had all these other interesting things that started rolling out. Some about Black Beauty and some about, Death Row Records and It's a Sugary Night and something about a 2-pack of, all these jokes started coming out. I'm like, oh, this is fucking hilarious. So I spent like the next week just getting fried, just fucking cracking up on myself. Just like, holy shit, this whole fucking world's just a big fucking joke. Holy shit, this is dumb. Okay. Yeah. So then I come out of that. Oh, and one thing I'm like, oh yeah, don't call me Ma. Your mom calling me Flower. Yeah, I'm the white cauliflower. I don't know. Yeah, it was a funny joke at that time. Yeah, the Mayflower. So then we get past there, and 3/13, March 13th, 2019, and let's see. There's a lot of cool visions I had during that time and interesting things that are probably in some crazy notes or whatever I've had here and there. Maybe one day I'll have a school and we get to share this stuff in front of classes, or write books about it. But then I run to Kristen again when they got the bus. And I'm just like, oh my God. You sure? I'm like, I go visit her. I'm like, are you sure somebody didn't pay you? Like, put me in the bus. Like there's some weird conspiracy shit going on. I'm serious. Like, I'm not crazy. I mean, if I'm crazy, I'm not crazy. I'm just telling you what I've seen. What I know, what happened to me. Yeah. But I'm not crazy. She's like, I'm like, I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna die there. Like, seriously, there's no way out. But I found an apartment. And it was $900. I need to. If you taxes, could you loan it to me? So she paid me back there. She got me an apartment May 1st. Again. So then, yeah, there was a bus experience, in short. The hardest fucking roughneck year of my life. No, actually, no, COVID was worse. The second year of COVID. But, man, I don't know. I want to go to the next part of the story right now or not. Where are you from, Jess? You still here? North Carolina. The Marines, Aquamarines, yeah. Aquamarine is a stone of Pisces on March 13th. Yeah, that's Jesus' stone. They say. But I'm a Taurus. I'm Pisces. Yeah, Taurus to Pisces to Taurus to Pisces. It's a funny joke. Virgo, huh? Well, my ascendant's in Virgo, and my sister's a Virgo. Same day as Dua Lipa. Same birthdays. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a Taurus. May Day. My brother's born on May Day too. 121st day of the year. And see, 49 days between March 13th and May Day. But in Buddhism, they say that when you die, it takes 49 days for your soul to go through the bardos before you're reborn. I don't know. And that's 7 times 7. Equals 49. I don't know. All these synchronicities that started to come together on the bus. I didn't really know much about the days. Michael Jackson. Nice. That's cool. There's only one famous person that I know that was born on May Day. Yeah, some famous person that somehow I'm linked to wrote a song about it. It's called Tim McGraw. Yeah, he's a May Day baby. Let's say here. Oh, so then, like, I've had all these synchronicities, especially during that time, but even all the time since. But I started thinking, I wonder about the days of the year. Once I was like, okay, so March 13th, like, oh, that lines up with this, and holy shit, now everything's coming together. I'm like, I wonder what day of the year it is. And I think it was the 103rd day of the year. I'm like, 103? That's weird. The letter J is 10. And C, like, Jesus Christ, JC, that's 103. That's fucking weird. My hotel room, 103. Huh. That car that I had, the $100 or whatever, the car I got, the bus we were doing, it was stuck on a channel. It was 103.3. I'm like, what the fuck? Everywhere I go, there's just code. Everything makes sense, but none of the people have a brain in them. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, I don't know. It's all hologram shit. I don't know. So the knowledge applies to something, but it doesn't seem to apply to any people that I know. And, like, I don't know. So I can read myself and I can read the universe, but then, like, most readers would be like, okay, I'll do a reading for you or whatever. But me, I don't know. I mean, I could read somebody, but I'd want you to pull the cards. And you to tell me, okay, so what's your question? Whether you keep it to yourself or you tell me, and then here, we're gonna pick a deck. Pull the cards out and shuffle them, and then I'll tell you what you're bleeding. Then I'll give you a reading. So that's why I don't do reading for other people. I just read the pole. I just read the moment. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because, well, if I'm touching the cards, well, I don't know how to get out of my energy. So, and my energy, even though it's always stable and constant in one way, like I'm super grounded, but then there's this like sine wave through it. So by my thoughts. So then if all of a sudden, like, my thoughts are a certain thing, then I pull out the cards and boom, it'll be that card, or yeah, tarot. Yeah. So I don't read for other people. I just read the moment of my energy, or like, okay, well, here's the galactic pole. And that's why also, like, with my videos or whatever, or things I make, like, I just use my intuition, and I think, like, okay, yeah, on this one, like, it's like my timestamp of the universe. I'm not trying to make it, like, bend it any certain way to, like, oh, this is my character or whatever. I'll just look, and almost every time there'll be a 51 in it. That's my sign, I don't know, 51 somewhere in it. Or, just patterns. So then I'll just pick the ones it shows me at that moment. And I'm like, okay, so then boom, just intuitively, okay, that's what I'm gonna name it, and then make the video. And then the spirit's laddering the ladder. And so boom, like here I just brought you a cornerstone or capstone of the moment of here, I don't know, of this energy, of this thing. I brought you a divine object. I mean, that's all I know how to do, ultimately. So one weird thing. So it's an issue and it's positive. So musicians, right? Almost every musician, in order to be a musician, to be an angel, you have to have seen the light somehow too. I don't know what it's like for anybody else, but it seems like spirit builds them a ladder, like how I had all these visions and stuff, but everyone else's ladder is broken. It only has certain pieces. And that was one of the problems that they found in ancient times. So that's why they had to keep hiding God. and keep splitting them up. Because in India, yeah, in a way, Ganesha, the elephant, is more like Jesus. But then, yeah, Brahma, yeah, that's Jesus. But really, it's Shanidev, who was the second son of the sun god, Surya. And the first son was Yama, who's death. And the second son was Shani. But Shani, as soon as his dad looked at him, he turned black. And he said, it's not my kid. But he's the leader of the entire family of the world. And he's a cripple. So that's funny because, Jesus is the lame one, and the leader of the family. Or the one that got left behind. But they say that the ultimate teacher, you'll never hear about him from anywhere unless you talk to the most highest yogis there are. You can't even look him up. His name's No Name. When they talk about No Name, they're talking about God. They're talking about Jesus, and they say, yeah, he's the one that taught us mathematics. He taught us the stars. He taught us how to build everything. That's weird because Jesus doesn't say shit. He's mute. But he talked to me. He said a couple things, but even though I'm outside my body, supposedly, and in this other place, when I saw him, he talked to me, but I heard it inside my head outside of my head before I came back to Earth, So that's funny, because there's all this stuff in the Bible about what Jesus said. And I guess these are pieces of the ladder to get there to heaven and to get back, and collecting all the stories of the world, because it's the same story. Like the ladder of enlightenment is the same everywhere because there's only one top for everyone. But the funny thing is, that's the first level of enlightenment. There's no other levels that can be discerned really. You seen him? Okay. Well, now you're started and you're done. Kind of. Everything else, yeah, it's kind of walking on water. You see him or not? Have you seen him or not? Kind of thing. You say if you got him, well, then you don't need the book. But that's weird because I don't know. It's tricky like that because the book only made sense after several years after I seen him. And then, well, the New Testament says he never came. That's to call him. To manifest him into reality because he never showed up in all of history. And them searching the entire world, in every culture, everywhere, they found the same symbols in every culture. And they're all talking about the same guy. As soon as they see a white person, like, oh, but nobody knows him. But everybody knows him. They're like, well, this is fucking weird. So that's why they built the Bible. But then they found out a weird curse. That is the reason why the Indians created the psychology by dividing him up into all these temples and gods and structures and stories and all this, and hit his ass. And so we don't know what you're talking about. Who's the boss? Ma? Who? Colleen? Huh? Okay. Yeah. I don't know. She's a murderer. We don't talk about it. We just pray, kill our enemies, kill our enemies. Protect us, protect us. And I have ultimate respect for all of it. Ingrained. But so the mother and the son are impossible to separate. And he's the Holy Spirit, but he's never had a body. But every body is him, and he's in every body. But most people never wake up to see him, and so then that's a part of a confusion. Like, has everybody got this guy? Everybody knows him. Even the people who aren't awake, once you know him, you're like, what the fuck? God's talking to this guy now, but this guy doesn't know a fucking thing. It's like there's a fucking telephone game going on everywhere. And once you're awake, you're like, what the fuck? And now everybody's against me. Because it's like he sees himself in the mirror now. And only the ones that are all of the, like, 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 the o So then that's the joke behind, or the metaphor behind the black and white checkered floor. They found that, oh, once you see them, oh shit, then weird shit starts bending. Like, what the fuck? And people get all weird and shit. Like, you got something on your face and you don't fit in, or all of a sudden everybody's like, and it's, oh, it's about you know, and then you get a bunch of people together and it's like, holy shit, you know, we got a God war going on. We got 5 enlightened people in the crowd of 1,000,000 people, and one guy looks at another guy and goes, and can mind control the people to kill him, you know, and it's like, what the fuck? So that's like the idea of the Mahabharata, and like the Devis in flying around in spaceships, and there was nuclear wars. That's what they're talking about. Once you get enlightened, oh shit. So then that's what they had to like destroy the world, rebuild it, go get all the cultures, make a book for him, and then they're like, oh fuck, now the Bible and the UK, we're Holly. We fucking switched it around. Now we're the fucking murderers. Oh shit, we got to get rid of this dude. We got to get him the fuck out of here. Oh, we don't want none of this. Oh fuck, we gotta build America. We gotta send it over them. We gotta fucking make sure everywhere in the world has this fucking book, and we gotta pretend like we don't know shit. Damn, what's gonna happen when he shows up? Oh shit, he's gonna show up. Well, well, now we're starting to get visions because, yeah, weird. Because it's the law of manifestation, and so I mean, who knows the exact story, but this is what spirits transmitted to me. Like, once you start laddering something, then like it goes on, but then it gets to a dead end for everyone. Or, you know, they wake up too soon and they only got part of it. And another person like might wake up at like 80 years old and not got any part of the ladder. And they're just like, oh, I saw it. Hey, like I got. Or fucking, you know, somebody takes one hit out of ice and he gets panicked and he goes, oh fuck, and sees the light. Or just somebody sitting on the playground and all of a sudden he comes to them. And then other people, you beat the fuck out, you torture them like the Nazis, you can do anything to them, you pummel with drugs, and no matter what you do to them, they'll never wake up. It's like, what the fuck is going on here? So that's been the crux of the entire world. Since the beginning, when we were just trying to have one family so we could get along. And so that's why he's the devil. That's why he's God. That's why he's the mother. You know, that's why he's the son. That's why he's the issue. That's what all the word is bent on. But nobody has the word, and the whole world's been divided up. And why the world has to be remade. And everything's been held back repeatedly because it can't go forward until we can get over that hump, because it'll just destroy itself. And if we were to show up, what is everyone gonna be like, oh good, he's here, and then everyone's like, oh okay, and then as soon as he's dead or whatever, okay, we all dropped our religion stuff, okay, so what are we gonna do now? Well, that's the one guy. And then, well, no matter if it happens like that, then overnight, you know, somebody will kill him, take it over, or this or that. And so then, by all the people looking into the future, like John Dee and things like that, and Aleister Crowley and all this stuff, all the seers could start to look through universe and understand all the same stuff and somehow be like, okay, well, we gotta change this. We gotta change this. We gotta fix this. We gotta fix this. Oh shit. They changed that over there. And now it's gonna happen like this. Oh fuck, we gotta block them. And then oh fuck. Oh fuck. How's this gonna work out? When he gets here, fuck. This is tricky. What are we gonna do? How are we gonna move the whole world? And the whole world has to stay the same, but everybody's got to get it. But everybody's got to be separate, but we all got to be together. But everything that's old has to stay, but it has to be transformed. But everybody's right and everybody's wrong. And how do you balance the balance? And here we are. We're in Age of Aquarius, metaphorically, but realistically, since last year at least. All this stuff just comes to me spontaneously. It's just built itself. Like, it's my job. Whatever. I didn't even want them. I didn't even care about them. I mean, it was the only thing that didn't make sense in the whole world. Now it makes too much sense. I have to say right now. Got anything on your mind? Anything you want to share, or you want to know about, or you want to ask me? I don't know. We're here. It's all I know how to be. I'm hollow and heart of gold and antennas, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to be good. And all I am is just a straight line. Well, for money, I just work at a goddamn hotel. See, it's round two. So we had COVID and Trump, and now here we are. And now we're around round two. We got Trump, and now I'm in another hotel. Trying to take all I have, and I made connections with so many people watching me through this process. A lot of stars, a lot of people in government, people worldwide, regular people, tarot readers, and just I have a huge calling, but it's not my job to take over. At the same time as I'm the boss, but I'm not bossing anybody around. Like, so how do I start? Where am I starting at? I'm on the cutting edge of the universe and humanity, just at the edge of the blade. So everything follows me. At the same time as by that happening, it all automatically double mirrors itself and knocks itself back. Everything that tries to get in front of me and everybody who tries to stop me kicks the shit out of themselves. And all those that help me just give me more wind under my wings, but there's nowhere to land, and I'm the land, but I got no resources to ground it to move forward. And so I don't know. I think things are going to come together pretty soon. But I don't know. I have a lot of ideas, but I got too many people with eyes on me, and I need resources in order to do something. And um, anything I'd start doing, I have to use a device, and so there's people out there that would steal it right from under me immediately. And so, all I really have is a lot of spiritual protection. Otherwise, I'd be dead by now. It's really hard to carry the whole world all by yourself. When you give your all to every person you come up to and they try to take your head. Oh, what I was going to say about the stars and everything. So then, there's no need to be sorry. Hey, if I had to come down from heaven to live this life, I wanted to experience it all. And, well, if I'm only here once, then, hey, let's get it all the way, huh? Let's get it all out of the way. But so then one of the things that was wrong in the past about like the singers and the stars is, so they'd see them, and then they're like, and then they'd listen to other music or whatever, and be like, and then they would, in a sense, fold or bend themselves or be like, okay, so I'm gonna put him over here, and I'm gonna talk him or myself. Like, okay, so I'm on drugs, so I'm gonna talk to the drug over here, and I'm gonna switch myself that I'm the drug talking to him, and then each line is like broken on broken on broken, and talking everything, and then weirdly each artist comes to a dead end, and they keep going under. Like after they make their album or whatever, then that's their hunger. Like, here's my block, here's my God. But then after that, it usually starts to break down because they broke their ladder too early before they knew everything about it, because they got scared or because of their situation. Maybe they didn't have as much spiritual protection as me or whatever. You know, each of us has our own walk, and so then they get trapped in it, and that's why a lot of stars die after they make it. Plus, you got a whole bunch of snakes after you wanting your money and shit. And um, two of them that did it the best, obviously, is Taylor and Eminem. I mean, Eminem basically stood on his spot and flipped it upside down or whatever, and then Taylor just put him on, like mirrored him. Like, we're walking together, but, I'm walking together with the whole world. But hey, nobody can get here. We're on a mirror. And so then, those are two really amazing artists. That's why they're two richest artists in America, or in the world, probably. I mean, they're all talented, really. But I've always wanted to write the great song, And of course I could, but I was given so much information, and I keep being told, no, you're not breaking, you're not bending for nobody. You're just following your light, and you're waiting. And when the time's right, you're taken care of. I mean, shit, trust God. That's it. That's all I ever had. Thanks. And so I've been waiting to meet my divine partner on earth. And it makes sense that the high become low and the low become high or whatever, that my partner would probably be somebody who's very wealthy or well known or whatever. And the funny thing is, I don't give a shit about that. I see souls, and I can do anything. And I'm just pure love and divine intelligence. And, the machine for work. But so I've been waiting for when it all comes together here, and then somehow my divine counterpart, even though I'm having to ride the bottom in order, as my spiritual power is getting higher and higher, and I'm calming down as it goes, that all of a sudden then we'll meet. And the thing about fame and being well known and having all this money is love. Yeah, that's pretty much impossible to find. Yeah. And so to find a really wealthy person also, or a well-known person or whatever, but it's not about finding, it's about who's the right one. That I know that there's one person at least, but the weird thing is, ironically, everyone sees their light in me and then also gets their shadow. And so I guess that's why people flip on me. I don't know. It's like, ooh, shiny. Oh wait, you made me, oh, I'm guilty. Die. I don't know. So I find that I'll find that they'll find me. That my divine counterpart will find me, and then it'll just be like we're kids, like two 7-year-olds meet up, and it doesn't matter. Like I'm wealth. I have the whole wealth of the universe, whether I'm on the roadside bleeding out or not, and they have all the resources. And if we're gonna meet up, then it'd have to be somehow equal. And so we'll just come together, and boom, then we'll be parallel, and things will go right. And so that's all that I know that God's given me. So I've been. God won't even let me die. Many times I want to. And no matter how much anybody does me wrong, it doesn't make me want to go hurt them. I mean, I wish, we got mad, and I think, well, fuck, I hope to fuck somebody gets punished for this. Because, oh, really? Cool. Yeah. I've been holding back on getting into doing it all up, going to Canva and make fancy videos and, do all this. Because God's told me, nope, just bare minimum, just show up and do what you do. It doesn't have to be straight, just be your light. And as soon as you meet the people you're supposed to meet, and boom, you guys are gonna fucking blow the fuck up. Because I'm not anybody else's boss, and nobody else is my boss. It doesn't matter how much money you got. We're all fucking talented people, and it's just about having the right people. Your family. And so oh yeah, you can do that. Oh shit, watching you do that. Oh man, now I want to do that too. And then we meld in together, and it just blends. Yeah. I don't know. I can't imagine the amazing things that are going to come up. I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, having my crazy trips to the other side or whatever, and be able to go from being gone for 16 hours, and then just boom, I could just drop into a device, and then boom, all of a sudden, all this sacred shit just starts weaving together. Holy fuck, I just created a prima materia. It just turned wow, I just found a new god, or bam, I don't know. And then I'm okay, what can I do with that? Shit. I know it seems to happen oh, it happens on this day in Aztec on that day. Then that lines up with this. And then over in India, oh my God. And then in Nordic, and these are where the stars are at this moment. I'm holy fuck, goddamn, I'm on the axis. But is this the axis of, it's not good, it's not evil, it's something else, I don't know. And what to do with that. Yeah, simple is best. Sometimes trying too hard, and make it all fancy. Like I said, it breaks your light up. So then all your focus goes onto, rather than just being here, and it's just flowing out of you. Then, a lot of people, when you talk to them, they stutter a lot and this and that. And I don't know. I mean, it just shows that most people are broken in the mind. That there's two sides, and one side has to talk to the other, and they're like, "Oh, should I say this?" And they're not listening fully. And when they're talking, they're not even fully there. They're regurgitating, or it's by a program. And I ain't got none of that shit. I'm just clean energy. It's just there. And when I'm listening, I'm open. Like people. What would, oh, it's retracted. Well, I'm really glad you spent time with me. I've done a couple lives, but I just talked, I just put it up here for those that, thanks, Sherry. Appreciate you. I don't know, I've been in isolation a long time, but so much life experience, whatever. Just a way to share it. And I feel like my takeoff point, whatever, my divine counterpart or whatever, is coming right up. And so I've been trying to get all this stuff out in order so that it's there, and at the same time my divine counterpart's out there, that all the telephone lines, it bounces around, and then that person will hear it and then tune in and put all the pieces together and be like, that's the one. Hey, Sophie. And so it all come together. So I'm, and as it builds up, it's coming to a certain kind of end right now, I feel like. At the same time, it's getting ready to skip tracks. And become something a lot greater or different and multiply. So where are you from, Shirley? Yeah, that one's ornery. I mean, that's Sophie. I lost Sophia this summer. Somebody, she's laying on the front yard. My cats are so well trained. During summer sometimes, from living in the bus, just Pennsylvania. Just for a few hours or whatever, go up at the front door, sitting here listening to music or whatever on YouTube, and they just sit on the porch and stay exactly there. They know, like better training than any people. And I came and take a pee, and in 5 minutes, somebody pulled up outside, walked to Sophia, cut her in half, and crushed her skull. And I come out, and my baby's dead. It's the best cat I ever had in my life. But when I'm famous, rich, whatever, I'm gonna get her cloned. She's coming back. Just to say, fuck you, dude, who did that? Yeah, dickhead. What are you doing coming on my property? What are you doing hurting anybody? And if the door was open, why'd you come in here and face me, motherfucker? Quit being a little bitch. Yeah. But that's what cowards do, And people that obviously need healing. But I swear to God, she'll be back. And that's I've never really been about cloning or anything about that, but I see that as a perfect opportunity. I'm like, I got Sophia when she was like maybe 6 months old, a year, I don't know. And they brought her to the clinic and opened the cage, and I had I don't know, 80 moves in 42 years. And almost every day has been a trip of some kind. And Sophia, I told when I was with Jasmine White and Christian, I was like, why don't we get the kids a couple cats, And within a week, this place called Almost Home that only takes dogs suddenly calls and says, hey, we got a cat. Can we bring it up to you guys? And they're like, yeah, actually, Josh wants a cat. So let's bring him up. My mom has huskies. Yeah, I like huskies. That's terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. I've had, being a vet assistant, I've had probably 250 people's most beloved pet and cared for them the last couple weeks of their life, right before I was the one that got to hold them and be like, it's all right. We're best friends, while they got their injection and got to put to sleep. Only to put them in a bag once their family left. And then in the morning, to get a bucket full of their bones to have to crush up and put in an urn. Be like, here's Fluffy. So, yeah, animals and me. And children. Things that are innocent, just automatically hit it off. It's adults that got like 2 brains and they can't figure things out because they get scared or, I don't know, they get too boastful. They'll be the boss. They get afraid. But the moment I saw Sophia, I had the whole family there, and they opened the cage. She walked out and immediately stood right in front of me and looked up at me, said, meow, in the highest pitched voice I've ever heard any cat. It's like a squeegee on a window. I'm like, holy shit, this is the one. This is the one. On the way home, I'm like, what should we name you? You're Sophia, huh? And only like a year or two ago, found out, holy shit, in Gnostic tradition, Jesus and Sophia, that's the Holy Spirit's Sophia. Durgama. What the fuck? And then they killed her. That's pretty shitty. So that's why she's going to come back to life in this lifetime. And I wonder if she's going to have the same habits. That cat was so amazing. Like, she knew her job. She would patrol the house. And the only thing she was accepted about was she wanted her food. She's chunky. She's First thing in the morning, she just wants to eat. And the crippled one that I brought back to health, first thing in the morning, she didn't want the food. She wanted a laser light. And she wanted to run and play. And Sophie, and every night, I get into bed, even if I was on my phone or whatever, she might not come in, but it was like she would know from the next room the very moment I'd put my phone down in my house silent and come in and hop up and then lay here and just want to run back and forth and kiss me for like 5 minutes. And then the very moment like I stop petting her, and she'd get up, she'd patrol the whole house, and then go sit in her perch in the window and guard the fucking place. The most amazing cat ever. So when I clone her, I can't wait to see if she's exactly the same. Like, even if she's not, that's fine. But man, I just, it's an amazing thing to find out. A once in a lifetime kind of thing. Rather than doing like, my kid died in a car accident, like in the movies or something, and you bring your kid back, and then, I don't know. With people, it's kind of weird. I think she deserves the rest of her life lived out, and it'd be cool. I already looked it up. It's about $25,000. You got to go to the UK to do it, but then probably with all the flights and shit, about 40 grand. So, but once you made it, you made it. Once you have enough money and you have something on the ground, it's like infinite money. I mean, it just grows. So then, whatever. I'd rather have her than a Ferrari. A lot cheaper too. I had a chicken named Zelda, and I've had a ferret named Rita. I had a crow once fly into the window, and I walked outside, and he was just laying there. And I picked him up and just looked at him, and I walked in the house with him. I'm like, hey, look, the crow just flew into the window. Cool, huh? And the bird's just like, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to take you outside. I took him outside and turned him around, set him on his feet, and he looked at me like, holy fuck. I could tell everybody about this. And then he walked, and then the car flew away. I'm like, holy shit, that was cool. Yeah, I've had some fish. Reptiles. You had a what kind was it? I can't remember. Some kind of boa. All of a sudden, I can't remember. There's one of my old girlfriend's snakes, and we called it Bubbles because you wouldn't see it until 2 weeks in. He'd be hungry. He'd be trying to climb the glass to get out. So we called him Bubbles. 3 dogs and a gecko. I've never had a gecko, but they're cool too. I've only had one dog. Well, technically I have 2. And I grew up with a dog named Jake, who's half German Shepherd, quarter wolf, and quarter golden retriever. And had him for about 12 years. But I had some trauma about that dog and my folks, like how they treated me like I was a ball python. That's it. That's what I had, yeah. And so I was like, once I grew up and got out of the house, I'm like, I don't want to take the dog out. I'm not getting dogs. And their tails knock shit off. Nah, I'd rather have a cat. I mean, cats will climb on and knock stuff off too, but they're really good about stuff. Once they've been around a little while, they stop cleaning. It's called. This one, the one you just saw, the black and white cat, she has this obsession that I have like a curtain tacked over this window, like tacked down on it and stuff with thumbtacks all the way around it. And she's just obsessed. As soon as she doesn't know what to do, she climbs above the desk and starts trying to rip it down, and she'll be pulling the tacks out with her teeth. A cat that attacks the tacks. I don't know. It's the most annoying thing ever. Hoping once I get her fixed. I've been waiting for my tax to do that. Normally I get done right away, but it's been tough. I think my tax will get her fixed and get her front claws out because she's pretty rough with them. Maybe she'll calm down a little bit. Again, we've been pretty sedentary lately. Since we got her, and my habits have kind of broke down since Sophia passed. Waiting for life to change. Yeah. Oh man, let's see, what time is it? About 1. Well, I think I'm gonna get off here. I gotta use the restroom. I gotta work in the morning. I've been really enjoyed talking to you. Maybe tomorrow at work I'll come up with some kind of story to come up with. Come on alive and you come join me again. You have a great night, okay? Good day tomorrow. Bye.